Going on to you, Geminis, you have the Sun, King of Swords, King of Wands, Lovers, the Two of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So, okay. So a lot of you Geminis, are you really happen to be in a state right now where a lot of you Geminis can pretty much take it or leave it. You're not going to allow anybody to kind of goad you or bait you into being in a relationship that you know good and well that you don't want to be in. There will be some temptations, right? Lovers, there will be some temptations out here where you Geminis, it'll be someone that's handsome or pretty or, but at the same time, they may have some things that are attractive, right, to you. But a lot of you Geminis may not be going for it because it's not the best decision for you to make. So a lot of you Geminis have chosen to not do it. The Sun and the King of Swords represents how you need to think about this, right? After giving it some thought, you realize that they may not really be the best to really jump into so quickly, right? May not be the best people to jump into a relationship with so quickly. And yeah, you're right. You're very much so right to think that way because people jump themselves into relationships way too fast. A lot of people want to get engaged and married within 2 years. And it's like, listen, you need to really take the time to go through some things with somebody for you to actually see who they are. And the reason why is that, like I said, I incorporate things like 5 to 10 years is because going fast is really for people that don't have time, really. But if you do have time, 5 to 10 years or more, right? Now, more may be a little bit extreme, but 5 to 10 years within that range, because you need to give yourself time to get over the honeymoon stage, right? That type of lusty eyes that you lust for someone. You need to get over those things. Go through some things with somebody. And the King of Wands represents, again, this person may be fine or handsome or whatever it is that you like as far as attractiveness, but their attitude may stink. Their mentality sucks. And then the thing about it is that the Lovers, here they are trying to make you feel pressured into being in something with them. And a lot of you Geminis is like, nah. The Two of Swords represents like I said, you were just trying to see what's going to happen right now because you're taking your time. You're taking your time with them. You're not interested in really jumping into anything too fast with anyone. You really just want to see what's going on. So the Ten of Pentacles represents, as a result of this really has you grounded. This really has you being able to pay attention to what's going on and make sure that whatever it is, that whatever this connection between you and this person is, that you actually have gotten a chance to see them for who they are. Because like I said, people will rush themselves into relationships. So the Nine of Pentacles represents, and a lot of you Geminis are becoming patient in a regard of, not allowing your mind and the illusions and the worries of it to jump into your head and to get you to be nervous and want to run straight into a relationship with anyone. It's more so about how you Geminis are, like I said, you're taking your time to really get to know a person. And then, and not only taking your time, but like I said, being able to walk away from it if you find out after giving it some time that it's not what you want. So the Eight of Pentacles represents, because at the end of the day, a lot of you Geminis are starting to get it, that it's not about only the other person. It is about them. but it's also about yourself, and that and your participation in it, where the relationship goes. Unless the person tricked you and then 1 minute, literally one day was cool, and then the next day it's like they completely change into a drastic person where they stole your credit card and start running around and you didn't give them permission and all this other stuff. Then it's usually a gradual build up to how dysfunctional a person is. So you have to take your time on that way to kind of see the ins and the outs and the turns, and where exactly the turns is going to go, to see this person morph from someone that you once thought was fine to someone that, is now spiritually ugly to you, right? Regardless of how they look on the outside. And when I say spiritually ugly, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about physically unattractive per se. I'm talking about the value of who they are internally, their character, and evaluating that. And the Ten of Swords now and the Two of Wands now represents, as a result of this is more so how you're in a situation where, because for you, what it is from the past you could lose. The feeling of sacrificing when you like somebody and you being into them and they're into you too, but they're so interested in playing games. It's this game of, getting this trophy. So they're looking at it like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? Like they're looking at it like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? Or the paperclip trade, where it's like I'm starting from something that someone doesn't want, or a lot of people don't want, I should say, and like trying to trade up with it, instead of actually looking at the overall value of who the person is. So the Two of Wands represents, and you just have a lot of these people just kind of waiting on, you to run into a relationship very quickly. But a lot of you Geminis are not going to do that. You're going to continue to date them or get to know them, while at the same time really peep game as to who they really are. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Lovers. So to clarify the Lovers, we have the Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles. So this is more so about how you, you don't want to run into anything too quickly. And then they end up turning coat, like, oh, I just tricked you. I just got you in a messed up situation, and you were ready to give it all to me so easily. But they start to look at you in that way where you're, you know what I mean? But then you have the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Cups. At the end of the day, you've done that before, right? Once or twice, and you don't really want to make that same mistake. But I'm here to tell you, Geminis, it really doesn't matter. To be honest with you, it really doesn't matter when it really doesn't matter when you sleep with somebody. It doesn't matter, really. Real talk. It doesn't matter if it's the first day. It doesn't matter if it's the first 2 weeks. It doesn't matter if it's 2 days. You know why? Because the whole point of it in the first place is for you, number one, to not be like that on either side, period. But for you to provide so much value in the first place to the point where it shouldn't really matter. You understand what I'm saying? So if a person is going to judge you based off of that type of mentality, again, it's not really based upon if a person sleeps with you the first day or the second day or whatever, or the first week. It's really more so about the person being able to evaluate the overall person of itself. If a person is willing to sleep with you, or to sleep with me, I should say, I'm using myself. If a person was willing to sleep with me the first day, and then I'm evaluating who they are, as a whole, and I'm like, oh, okay, this person wears long nails, long press-on nails. Okay, they getting the weave, they getting all this makeup. Oh, okay. They talk about how their dating history has been not so good. Okay, then I'm gonna start to look at stuff like that. But the Six of Pentacles represents, but it really just depends on who you are. You understand? And if a person doesn't feel good about that, especially if you're not that type of way, then it means that something's wrong with them. So let's clarify the Two of Wands. Let's clarify the Two of Wands. So to clarify, we have the Five of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Five of Swords, the Ace of Cups, to clarify the Two of Pentacles, it really speaks to, and that's another thing too that a lot of times people don't seem to understand, Gemini. Being valuable and having self-respect and character is a natural deterrent to people who want to be on nonsense. It will run those people off because you're interested in, on either side, because you're interested in more than just a one-night stand. You are interested in getting to know the person long term. Those people know that they're not built for it. So guess what they're gonna do? Five of Swords, Two of Cups. They will be around only for one night, and a lot of them will tell you that that's what they want, or they'll curve you, right? They'll dub you, or they will tell you that that's what it is that they want. You understand what I'm saying? Or they will disappear. Don't even do anything with you. Just disappear. The King of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles now represents, so you don't really have to worry about if people are wasting your time. Just play your cards right.